What's good, PMPBeta? This is TheRed02151 bringing them in my first upload here on the PMP channel. Now, right off the bat, let me tell you guys a little bit about me. I've been watching Pokemon Wi-Fi battles since the early 2007 days, and yeah, I started my channel in 2009, but I haven't been seriously uploading since around this year and late last year. So yeah, and when I'm mostly proficient in the OU and RU tiers just because of the details that contradict and all of the competitive strategies that go into them. I don't know, anything in the middle I'm not really that good in, but just to give you an idea of where I'm standing. And when I narrate, I like to narrate with I don't like to keep my battles too, like, my narrations too competitive, otherwise it just bores the heck out of me, because I watch Wi-Fi battles as well, and boring narrations kind of suck. So that's what I like to do. I like my Pokemon sweet and sexy with a side of sauce, so yeah. And I also look at the team. This is a battle against my close friend Brian. He's running a good amount of walls, being Skarmory, Ferrothorn, and Scrafty. And sweepers being Volcarona, that, what's it called, that Gengar, and that Starmie. So I gotta watch out for those walls. That Gengar could be a sub-disable, and Volcarona I gotta watch out for that sweeping. So I'm running my pretty standard OU team here, and let's go, guys. So, shout out my Brian. He's gonna start off with the Gengar. Now, off the bat, I wasn't really sure what to expect, because Gengar aren't usually normally lead. But I didn't want him to go for the substitute right off the bat, so I just went pretty straight for the Hydro Pump instead of the Will-O-Wisp, because I wasn't sure what he might try to do if he went for the sub and tried to sweep me from the beginning. I kind of hate that. So yeah, he brings in Scrafty. I got a crit, so that gives me kind of an idea of how much I'm doing to him. Gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp. He shows me he's a rest, so I'm guessing it's the bulk up rest variant that might which shed skin and all that business. So really, I'm just going to go for another Hydro Pump here, pretty much to see without the crit how much I can do. And after that, I definitely know, okay, he's running a good amount of special defense, so it's going to be kind of hard to take down a Scrafty, so I kind of want to get rid of it as soon as possible. Bringing in Infernape, knowing he still has one more turn of sleep, so pretty much it's a good matchup. I have a couple of options where to go for, and he doesn't get Shed Skin Wake, but I don't think it mattered because he was supposed to wake up this turn anyway. So he's going to switch out of there now, go into his Volcarona, and I just go for the U-turn because I figured, okay, his Scrafty, he's going to be scared of my close combat, so he might switch, and so U-turn will give me a good switch advantage, and if he doesn't, I still get a U-turn off, which is nice damage, being super effective, and I get a switch off. So now I bring in Mamoswine. I'm not sure if he knew I was Scarfed, but I am Scarfed, so just trying to scare him off, but he ends up staying in it anyway. I guess he thought maybe I was trying to bluff it, or, I don't think he normally sees Mamoswine with Scarf, so whatever. That's a good 6-5 for me right off the bat. And he's going to bring in his Ferrothorn. I'm obviously Scarfed. I can't stay in there. I'm going to go out, go to my 3-way, so it's basically Ferrothorn versus Ferrothorn, so we in his business now. Basically, I have to stay in the Ferrothorn. I don't want to risk him going for the T-Wave. I want to see what exactly he's going to do so I can make a better prediction of what to send out to pretty much deal with that Ferrothorn. He's going to go for the first spike, so I still don't know if he's going to go on for more spikes because people like to switch around. He goes for a second spike, so as I go for my T-Wave here, predicting the switch or not. So knowing he has two spikes up, he's more likely going to go for his third one because that's pretty much when you're battling. When someone goes for like two layers of spikes, they're more likely to go in for the third one because why not? He already set up 2 layers. So make a nice play. He does go for his third one, so that's a free switch into Infernape, and that gives me a free hit to whatever he switches into. He over predicts bringing in Skarmory because I'm just gonna go for the overheat here, and Infernape's gonna be like, yeah. So pretty much he loses Skarmory, which really sucks. I think he might have expected maybe a close combat because I could have predicted, because we are somewhere midway in the battle right here, but nope. And he loses Skarmory, so now it's 6-4. It's looking really good for me. So I was kind of cocky right here because I kind of had high hopes for myself. So he brings in his Starmie, just to bring in a Ferrothorn, pretty much wallet, because a Ferrothorn, he can't really touch Ferrothorn. Besides for Rapid Spin, I think I'm good here because I got that nice matchup going on. So, he's gonna get some more lefties. Yeah, so I pretty much got him walled here. I don't think he can do much to me. He does Rapid Spin, but that doesn't really bother me too much because I'm at decent amount HP where I can just set it up anytime. So I'm just gonna go for T-Wave, predicting a switch, or even not. Even though that thing has natural cure, you never know. I can just get some hacks right off the bat, or I just wanted to see what he would go for this turn. So now he brings the Ferrothorn, my Power Whip. not gonna do much. But yeah, we're pretty much back in the same scenario we were earlier. But I decided I'm just gonna stay in here because now is the perfect chance to set up Salt Rock. I don't think there's much he can do at this point. I think he already got an abundance of hazards up at this point. So he switches out again, goes into his Gengar as I set up my Salt Rock. So that's pretty decent now. I got my Salt Rocks up. So yeah, that gives me some nice residual damage going on there. He's gonna go for the sub on Gengar, and right here I'm just gonna go for the Power Whip because I definitely don't want him to sweep. I could care less about Ferrothorn at this point because it got rocks up, and as for that Starmie, I can easily deal with that later. So I just don't want this Gengar sub disabling. That's just like I hate sub Gengar when it's used against you. Like personally myself, I like using it because it's sometimes broken, but whenever it's used against me, I just hate it because yeah. So he kind of has the advantage right here because I'm Para Hacks and Power Whip doesn't have the greatest accuracy, so sooner or later I'm gonna miss or get paralyzed. As you'll see right here, yeah, I missed. So he basically gets a free Focus Blast, but he actually decides to go right here for the Pain Split, which reveals to me that he's not the sub disable like I thought. He's actually the sub Pain Split. So it's a kind of different change. I mean, I know he probably still carries the Focus Blast Shadow Ball combo going on, but he carries a Pain Split, which is pretty cool, I guess. He's gonna go for Focus Blast. That's gonna finish off my Ferrothorn. So, he's not it's not gonna make me as worried as I should be because since he doesn't carry a disable, it's not really as threatening as I think it would be. Because now I can bring in Ujelly pretty much because I know he can't really touch me. He can go for the Pain Split, but we're pretty much a similar health, and I can pretty much just stay in here, break his sub as much as I want, because I can. It's not like he can disable my Scald, so I'm just gonna go for Scald right here, break his sub. And I think he figures at this point, he can't really touch me, so he's gonna switch out, go back into his Ferrothorn, which is like the bane of my existence. So, yeah, it's not even gonna the Scald. It's just not gonna even like. It's just gonna bounce off that Ferrothorn. I bet Ferrothorn doesn't even feel that. He's like, what happened? And so like, I wonder how Ferrothorns feel. Like, they barely get touched. They're like the Imperial Wall of Doom. So now I'm gonna bring in Infernape, knowing he can't. He's probably not gonna go for T-Wave. So it's kind of weird, but I figured he might just set up. I think he still has one more layer of Spike, or because I figured at this point it wouldn't really matter if he did get T-Wave either way, because I don't really mind at this point. Infernape was looking pretty down on health, so I just wanted to get an overheat off, finish off that Ferrothorn. So he goes for Leech Seed anyway. A pretty weird play. I guess he was predicting to switch to something else because you wouldn't really want to Leech Seed a Tentacruel. So now the score is 5-3. He's gonna bring in Gengar. I'm just gonna let Infernape die at this point because I just need a free switch into Mamoswine just so I can get a free kill on that Gengar, because I think Mamo is my only thing that can actually outspeed that Gengar with its Scarf. So yeah, now it's 4-3 because yeah, it just is. So he switches out now, goes into his Starmie, but the Starmie actually doesn't carry Natural Cure, and that really caught me off guard because when do you not see Starmie carry Natural Cure? But apparently Starmie gets a new Dream Mode ability that is available, so it's alright. It's called Analytic. Basically, if it's the if it hits last in the turn, it gets a 30% boost, which it's not that bad. It's pretty decent. But Starmie is really fast, so it doesn't really work too much. But I guess if you're running like a bulky Starmie spread, that could actually work. Actually, that gives me an idea. So he brings his Scrafty now, and here's where things get heated up because it's gonna be Scrafty on Rotom. I'm gonna start speeding things up just because we're gonna do the same thing over and over again. I'm gonna Hydro Pump, he's gonna bulk up, and then he's gonna Drain Punch. I'm gonna Pain Split, and I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp. He's gonna get Shed Skin, and then he's gonna Drain Punch, and I'm gonna Pain Split, and then he's gonna Drain Punch, and I'm gonna Bane Split, and then I'm gonna Hydro Pump. So like, that's like, yeah. So he's, it's just gonna go over and over again. So I just had to speed this thing up. So yeah, this Scrafty was really partially annoying, as I hinted out earlier, just because as you'll see it's gonna do a number to my team, just because somewhat retarded plays I made, but at the same time I really didn't have a really set thing to actually OHKO it, because my Infernape was down. That's really the only thing that that could have somewhat OHKO'd it before all his bulk ups. I don't know if Overheat would have OHKO'd, but probably not. But yeah, so I had Scarfed Mamoswine, which is Scarfed, so it's obviously not going to do much, and it's physical. And then I also had Latias, and as you'll see later, this Scrafty is even too much for that. So it's really really going down hefty right here. Paint split again. So guys, how's it going here in the Moshpitbeta? I'm gonna try to upload more into this channel. So if you guys can like this video and check out my channel, that'd be awesome. So yeah, back to the battle. So we're back. I think we're almost done to the point where the stall war is almost over. It's been a lot of turns. Just gonna go for Will-Wisp right here, and he's gonna Drain Punch me right here and get a portion of his health back. So at this point, I'm still somewhat thinking, okay, I have to do something fast because I'm not really doing much to him. So now I'm going to switch into my Latias, knowing since he is burned, even with all those bulk ups, I can definitely take a Drain Punch because, Latias is, pretty decent bulk. That's why I favor it over Latios. So, yeah, being at this point, I figure, okay, yes, he's at a point where, I figure, okay, Scrafty is bulky, but is it bulky enough to take a Choice Specs Draco Meteor? So I'm going to go for just praying this kills because I went through that entire Star Wars, but it doesn't, unfortunately. And he's gonna be able to crunch off, and because of that shed skin earlier, the burn won't be in effect, so it is definitely gonna kill me, which is just terrible. This is why Latios would have been better at this point scenario because of the extra power, but still. So now I bring in Mamoswine. Go for the Icicle Spear, and you might be thinking, why is he going for the Icicle Spear when he has the Earthquake? Because I was really thinking he might switch to Gengar. It was a stupid play because I had high hopes the Icicle Throw was going to kill because I wasn't keeping in mind of all the bulk ups he had. I was like, yeah, you know what, Icicle Throw is going to kill either way, for the off, 5% chance. Why would he even switch out of Gengar at this point? Just looking at how low his Scrafty is at health, but I was just so retarded. So I lose my Mamoswine. He gets a good portion of his health, so he kills my Latias and my Mamoswine. So now I bring him back Rotom, try to burn that thing, and we're gonna stall a little bit more here, but not so much because Rotom's gonna die pretty soon. So, and I also you might also be wondering why I didn't go for Trick on Latias earlier. Really, I didn't, just because I didn't have it in mind at first. I thought, okay, I could just trick this thing, but I figured a Choice Fed Draco Meteor would have killed either way, so tricking it would really be kind of useless because I would just be dead fodder my Latias, even though I'm locking it to Crunch, but that probably would have been a better play because then I could have brought in Rotom, possibly take Crunch, Will-O-Wisp, and probably, since he is locked, just finish him off from there, but I really thought that Draco Meteor would kill, so now Rotom is dead. My last dude is Tentacruel, and this is where things get heated up, because I'm actually going to be able to finish off with a Scald here, get a crit, won't matter. I'm pretty sure at that point, a Scald should have been able to kill him. If not, Crunch would have, no, I'm pretty sure Scald would have killed him. His last dude is Gengar, so this is where Tentacruel becomes the savior of this match, because, Tentacruel is just awesome, because now at the hope he doesn't carry, I know he doesn't carry the T-Bolt, but you never know. He doesn't, luckily, and that's just awesome. He goes for the Shadow Ball. I know I could hopefully take that, and I do. And we're both down 1-1, and Tentacruel, you just have to finish him off with a Scald, and that's it. So, come on. Let's do this. And he goes for the Scald, and yes! Yeah! And Tentacruel wins the game for me, so, yeah, it's 1-0. Good GG, Ryan. That was kind of somewhat intense with the Scrafty going on, and I hope you guys like that battle. I like having these OU competitive battles because when they're fun, they get really intense. So like, comment, subscribe, guys. Subscribe to Pokemoshpitbeta, and also please check out my channel. I'm just trying to get out there, so if you guys can check below and help me out, that'd be awesome. So like, comment, subscribe, guys, and stay beast.